So I got a question from Melinda about importing images into Lightroom when you've already imported some images on a card and you now have added some new images to it and you want to import the new images without having to go through and check every one individually to determine what you want to import. So let's see if this works. I put a card into my card reader. I've now got Lightroom running under administrative control, so I need to hit the button. Lightroom opens up. I have Lightroom set up so it automatically detects a memory card and will try to go to the import window and line everything up for me. Alright, so here we have our card. And I just took some pictures around the apartment just to put some images on the card. So the first time through, it looks like what she does is she wants to just import some of the photos. So I'm going to say uncheck all. Now you notice I grayed out all of the photos. And also unchecked all the photos. So let's first pass through. Let's take just these images. So what I did is I clicked on the first one and held down the shift key and clicked on the 8th one, and that's now highlighted those pictures. You notice the little check boxes up in the corner is not checked. If I just click the checkbox on one of these, all the ones that I have selected will also pick up the check mark. Okay? So right now those are the 8 images we're going to import. And if you look down at the bottom here, it says 8 photos, and it gives you the size. So 8 photos are being imported, even though I have I think there's like 16 or so photos on this card. All right, now what I want to do over here. At the moment, I'm doing let's see. The previews are going to be standard. I've unchecked a box that says don't import suspected duplicates. She's making a backup copy. I'm not going to do that in this case. Not doing any file renaming. I do apply a couple of things on the way in. I have a correction for the lens distortion in a particular camera I used, and my metadata. I will put in my copyright information. I'm just going to keyword it and call it junk, because there are definitely junk images. Alright, now where I want to put these, right now by default it's trying to put it into my C drive under under user Dick and then my pictures. That's not where I want to put it. I actually use a preset. Come down to the bottom and I click on none, and I come down and I'm going to put them into a folder. I'm going to actually make a new folder under a folder that is 212 for the year on one of my external hard drives, drive all. So I click on there, and if I scroll down, you can see the one that it's highlighted is under drive all 2012. I have a couple folders there already. I'm going to right click on it and say create a new folder. That opens up this little browser window, and you see it's taking me to the right spot. So if I look up here, it's under we're on the old drive, but it's my photos, Minolta, Dick's camera images, 212. I'm going to create a new folder underneath 212, which I just do by clicking up here on the new folder button. That gives me over here, put in today's date, which is 2012 underscore oh, is this the first? Yeah, it is. 07 underscore 01. And I'm just going to call it junk because it is. Alright, hit enter key so it accepts that rename. And now, since that's now the highlighted one, I say select folder. And now when I come over to the right side, you can see that it's pointing to this new folder I just created, and indeed that's where it's going to put these pictures. Okay? So to do the import, all I have to do is click on import. It switches back to the library mode and it starts importing those 8 pictures. Alright, those pictures the thumbnails have come in. It's still generating the previews, which is why we still have a busy line up here, and it'll take it a little bit of time to do that. But those are our 8 pictures from this card. Okay. While it's doing that, well, actually, I think I probably should wait for it to finish doing that. I'm just going to pause for a second. Okay, we're back recording. It has now finished importing those pictures, and I have pulled the memory card out of my card reader. And so now, since I'm here, I'm going to put the memory card back in and try to go get the rest of the pictures that are on that memory card. So give me a second here to insert the card. Again, it's asking me for administrative control, which I give it. Now we switch back over to the import window of Lightroom with the card inserted for a second time. And you see now it's showing us all the same pictures again, as though we haven't done any importing. And the reason for that is because I have the box up here on the top right that says don't import suspected duplicates unchecked. If I check that, you see now it grays out the images that we have previously imported. And the images it's waiting to import are basically down here at the bottom. Now, they have the little check mark on them, so frankly all I have to do at this point is click on the import button, and you see it's still pointing to the right folder that I had just created on the upper, the first 8 pictures. So literally all I have to do is hit the import button and it should be able to import these. Now if everything got grayed out, let's say we uncheck all, so everything was out, and you see now it's still showing us that these have been imported because they're in a gray. These are in a different type of gray, or at least they're not showing any highlight. So we know these haven't been imported, even though we don't have them tagged at the moment for importing. Now if I uncheck the box up here for the don't import, now it makes them all look the same. Okay, is that true? I guess it is. All right, so let's say now I know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So up to here we've already previously imported. So let's say I want to click on this one. This is the first of the new ones I want to import. And if I come down to the last one, hold down the Shift key and click, you see they all light up for me. And all I have to do is go to any one of them and click the little box up in the corner, and that puts the check mark in for all of them. And again, the new ones are selected, the old ones are not selected, and then all I have to do is hit import. And you see now the remaining ones are being imported into the Lightroom database. And if I right click on one of these and say go to folder in library, it switches me over to that new folder which we've created over on the left hand side. You see under O we have a new folder, 2012 07 01 junk, and you see that all the pictures basically are there, including the first one, the first set of 8, and the second set. So that's the way Lightroom's supposed to work, and I'm not sure why it's not working for Melinda, but that's how I do it.